Hi everyone, I'm Miss Alex, and welcome to week 2 of our library road trip program. This week, we get a special behind-the-scenes tour of the Channahon Police Department. The officers were nice enough to give us a tour of the station, an exclusive look at their police cars, and we get to meet Hutch, the police dog. He is adorable. I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. Let's get started.
You're about to witness a tour of the Channahon Police Department. Here's the outside of our beautiful building. This is how we enter. It's our little key card. Here's our little lobby. Yeah, welcome. There's two of our fine officers here in the main lobby. There's our police chief, Shane Casey, over there. And we're gonna lead us on into the hallway. Would you like to open that door?
Of course, I would love to.
All right, well, here we go. This is our records division. There's a couple girls from our records area.
Hello.
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 Oh, hi. This is our community relations area and our SRO office area. Right here we have our trophy displays that we've won throughout the years, our mailbox area, our report writing area. And if you walk this way, this is where our detectives work. Got a couple detectives working right now on cases. This is Detective DiStefano. Detective McClellan. And our Detective Sergeant Brooks.
Very nice.
All right, so this is our evidence packaging room and our weapons maintenance room. So we have a bunch of stuff in here to package all of our evidence. Once that's packaged, we turn around, we put them in these boxes here. And which is behind the door is where we keep all of our evidence. This room here, this is our sergeant's office. Each of the sergeants has their desk. So that's where they do their work.
This is our interview room. Let's make sure that there's nobody in here right now. Oh, we're good. It's where all the interviews happen. And our booking area and jail cells, where the booking process is done. One of our jail cells. Several more jail cells.
This is our garage, our sally port. So any kind of vehicle maintenance we can take place in here, or if we have large items like a vehicle that we needed evidence, we can store that
What's
in
this
there.
big thing?
Oh, that's our UTV. We can use that down the I&M Canal Trail.
Oh, that's nice. All right, we're going into the administrative section here. This is Deputy Chief Craig Gunty Jr.'s area.
How you doing? Craig Gunty, Deputy Chief Administration. I'm in charge of investigations, records, support services. I also manage our fleet and do our equipment maintenance.
Right in this room here is our Chief of Police, Shane Casey.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Chief Shane Casey, and one of my many functions here is to monitor and control the budget. And today that's what I'm working on. I'm working on our fiscal year 22 budget, which begins May 1st of 2021.
And that will conclude the tour today. This gets right back out into the lobby, right where it all began.
Wasn't that fun? What was your favorite part? Next, let's take a look at a Channahon squad car.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. How you guys doing? I'm Officer Bank here from the Channahon Police Department. I want to show you guys one of our brand new squad cars. Those are nice decals on it. Sure you call 911 if you're having an emergency. This is the back seat. This is where the bad people go. You don't want to ride around back there. It's not very comfy, but it gets the job done. Show you guys where I sit. Nice and roomy up here. Got my steering wheel, my computer if I need to look stuff up, my extra equipment here, our little fox, he's our buddy. We got our lights, all of our lights. If I put it in drive here, we get even the siren. Pretty loud when it's inside. But yeah, that's everything. It's nice and comfy, it drives fast if you need it to. I'll show you guys what the lights look out from the outside.
Now, let's look at a canine handler's police car.
I'm Sergeant Carlson, Channahon Police Department. I'm also our department's police canine handler. So I'm going to do here is show you a little bit of difference between one of the other police officer squad cars and then my police car as being a canine handler. We'll show you kind of the inside and outside here on what's different. You see here, this is decaled for the police canine. So obviously up front here, we got the canine keep back and Hutch's name there. We got a few extra decals on the outside here, one being a caution canine on the back, and it also runs across the back of our squad car back here. Bringing the inside here, looks a lot like Officer Vancouver's squad car, but some of the few differences we got here is we got our laptop computer here. It's kind of the screen, what it looks like when we're getting the calls. One of the big differences I have is this temperature gauge in my squad car. What this does is it tells me how hot or cold it is back where Hutch is sitting in the back there. So if it gets too hot or too cold, my squad car will give me an alert that I need to check on Hutch, make sure he's doing okay back there. A couple other things. Here's our radar detectors. So when we're driving down the street and we see you guys coming at us, that's where the speed will pop up. It'll tell us our speed as well as your speed. And that's how we determine whether people are speeding or doing the speed limit. Up top here, that's a camera system. So whenever we're driving around or going to calls with our lights and sirens on, that screen will kick on, and then that way it records our traffic stops, records our driving, and makes sure that we're being safe out there. That's a little camera that takes all the recordings behind it there. One of the big differences, obviously, is I've got a dog in my car. So as you see here, open this up, and there's Hutch. And Hutch is one of our police dogs here at the Channahon Police Department. And in just a few minutes here, we'll give you guys a little demonstration on what he's able to do here. So anytime you guys want to come in and visit him, come on to the police department. Hutch will be happy to say hello.
Isn't Hutch just the cutest? Yeah. Let's see all of the cool things that Hutch can do.
All right, everybody, this is Sergeant Carlson of the Channahon Police Department again, out here with our police canine Hutch. Wanted to formally introduce you to him. Hutch is a 5.5-year-old German Shepherd. He was born in the country of Hungary. As he was growing up, he went to the Netherlands where he did his initial police training to determine whether or not he had the ability to become a police dog. Once he did his initial police training, he ended up going to the state of Pennsylvania to a police training kennel. And that's where I met Hutch and where we did our training. Our training was a 4-week training course in the state of Pennsylvania at the Shel Creek Kennels. Once we graduated from that police training academy, we brought Hutch here to the Channahon Police Department in October of 2016. So in a few minutes here, we'll go over exactly what Hutch is able to do. All right, guys, I just wanted to go over what Hutch is able to do here at the Channahon Police Department, how he helps us out as the police, and how he helps you guys out living in our community. So Hutch is considered a single-purpose canine. What that means is he does not do any bite work. He does not chase down and take down and bite criminals. What he is able to do is he is able to find drugs for us, whether that's on traffic stops, in houses, or out on the street. What he's also able to do is what's called article searching or evidence recovery. So if somebody disposes of something, either from their vehicle or while they're running, Hutch will be able to smell that human scent off that article or that piece of evidence, and he'll be able to locate it and tell us where that evidence is at. The last thing that Hutch does for us is he does tracking, or what that is he's able to go from point A to point B, that somebody started at point A, they ran or walked to point B. Hutch is able to smell their footprints and their footsteps on the ground. So if somebody is missing from home or runs away from home, he'll be able to start at your front door, and then he'll track your footsteps all the way to where you ended up. So we've used Hutch several times here in town, and we continue to use him for the next several years until he's ready to retire. Once Hutch retires, he'll become just a stay-at-home dog like any other pet, and he'll come home with me and live the rest of his life with me at home.
Next, let's watch Hutch in a training session with Officer Carlson. Hutch is trained to detect the odor of certain drugs and illegal substances. If he smells something, he sits or lays down in front of where he smells it. Then, Officer Carlson rewards him with his favorite ball. Hutch loves to play tug of war. Wasn't that so cool? Next, we have an extra special treat. Channahon Police Chief Shane Casey is going to read us a story, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein.
Hello, I'm Chief Shane Casey with the Channahon Police Department, and today I'll be reading The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, and I'll encourage you all to read along with me on the TV behind me. The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy, and he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much, and the tree was happy. But time went by, and the boy grew older, and the tree was often alone. Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk, and swing from my branches, and eat apples, and play in my shade, and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money, and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away, and the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy, and she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches, and be happy." "I'm too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife, and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house. But you may cut off my branches and build a house. Then you will be happy." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time. And when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. and the tree was happy, but not really. After a long time, the boy came back again. "I am sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone." "My teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree. "You cannot swing on them." "I am too old to swing on branches," said the boy. "My trunk is gone," said the tree. "You cannot climb." "I am too tired to climb," said the boy. "I am sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump, and I am sorry." "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could, "well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest." And the boy did. And the tree was happy. The end. I hope you enjoyed this reading of The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein.
I hope you guys had a great time touring the Channahon Police Department. A special thank you to all of the Channahon police officers and Hutch for making this video possible. I hope you'll join us next Monday when we continue our library road trip. See you then.